what does Shakespeare have to say to us? And we're gonna start with one of Shakespeare's best plays ever, Romeo and Juliet. Two star-cast lovers fall in love. Can you like the saying like strict parents create rebellious kids, right?
I mean, I've never heard that before.
You really haven't? That's
Actually, wait. Okay, yes, I have.
Yeah. So would that apply with Romeo and Juliet when it comes to their parents being hard on them? Would you break your parents like trust just to fall in love with someone?
No. I mean, my parents raised me, and so like, if they didn't raise me well, I don't know what I'd be. And so like,
So that's what you're going with.
so like, I kind of have to obey those rules because they raised me.
So wait, have you ever broken like something that your parents told you not to do?
Oh, definitely. I mean, I think we all have
Tell the time.
a time when I've broken a rule.
Yeah.
When they wanted me home by 8 o'clock,
Okay.
and I stayed up till 10. Like, I was like grade 7 at the time.
And you thought that was what was going through your head between those times?
I was like,
9 o'clock.
I was like, I mean, I lost. It's not that I did it on purpose, but when I found out that it was past 8, I was like, this could either go two ways. It's either they get really mad at me, or they like go easy on me but teach me not to do it again. Like, you know, they can either get completely like just mad, ground me or whatever.
So like, what were you doing that you were supposed to be home by 8, but what were you doing for those extra 2 hours?
I was just hanging with my friends.
And that was fun, right?
Oh yeah, we were riding our bikes around and enjoying life.
Yeah. So let's say similar to Romeo and Juliet, right? Let's say like Juliet was your friends, right? You wanted to stay with them longer, and you had to break your parents' like rules.
I wouldn't do it.
You wouldn't do it?
No.
No?
No.
How far?
That's even less because it's my friends.
Yeah, but if you take it for expand scale, like to a bigger scale, like you're gonna see that like it's just like it's similar in a way where you have to break your parents' like rules because you thought it was a better idea. Like how Romeo broke his parents' rules because he thought it was a better idea being with Juliet.
I mean, like, depends on the situation. Like, if you're going out with your friends and you know you're supposed to be home by a certain time, but you know that you're gonna stay past that time, like, the thing you're doing with your friends is like beneficial. Like, or is it just like it could be boring, or it could be like insanely fun, but like what if you break your parents' rules and then you're doing something but it's just completely boring? You just did that for nothing.
You kill yourself.
No way, you just said that one.
Well, that's what Romeo did. You know who Shakespeare was as a guy? He's a man that took risks. He left Britain, or he left his hometown at a young age. He took some like risky plays, right? So he could entertain the audience. Do you see yourself being like similar to Shakespeare when taking risks or like doing something big like that? Because you said you wanted to move to America, right? That's a crazy risk right there.
Like, obviously, if I'm gonna take a risk, I'm gonna think it through, like, a lot. And also, it just depends on what I feel. Like, the automatic instinct of should I do it or not, and then that feeling could change the more thought I put into it, or it may not. Like, I'm not, like, depends on the risk. Like, if I'm, like, moving to America or something, before I move there, I'm gonna organize a job, an apartment, car, all that, before I just go and move there and then have no idea what I'm gonna do. So like, I guess you could say, would I take risks like Shakespeare? Yes, if I have enough thought into it.
That's fair, that's fair. And what if it does go wrong?
Then I just have to, like, if it does go wrong, I would have to find a way to make it right or just do something better. Like if it goes wrong, then I don't know what I'd do. Just regret it, I guess. Or if it goes wrong, then I can turn it into something even better, like a failed success or something, whatever.
Failed success. Turn into something better.
Yeah.
Something like that. Yeah, I see. Ever heard of a sonnet?
Is that like a poem type?
It's type. Yeah, it's a type of
Yeah.
poem. It's like 14 lines. A B C D
Yeah,
C
yeah,
D
yeah,
E F E F G G. Okay.
Yeah.
It's mainly about love, apparently. So
Sonnets?
yeah.
Okay.
What's your point on like?
He was a poet.
He's a poet.
Yeah.
Do you said you want to be a singer though, right?
No.
Yes, you do. No, like you want to be like you want to involve yourself
In that,
music.
yeah.
So what's your like? How determined are you? Like
Because I think deep down I know that's what I'm gonna do, and it's just a natural gifting.
natural gift, it's just like Shakespeare. Were you like, yo, okay? Because like if you think about it, Shakespeare like
Like,
no, because like plays were really popular back in the time, right?
yeah.
Yeah, so like he wasn't even sure himself if he could like get it
Right.
out. Yeah. So like,
Yeah, I mean, like, there's been stuff that I'm like, I want to do this as my career. I want to do this when I'm older. But then it's just like, then I just lose interest. But
So
so
how
music I've been doing it for a while and I haven't lost any interest.
How sure are you, like, how sure are you with your career, like how Shakespeare was? Because music is really popular nowadays.
Yeah, it's so many people more are getting into it, and they don't have. A lot of people get into it by luck, and they don't have like someone who's been working years for it might not get noticed, but someone who's been working on it for a week and just posted a random song might blow up, and that's what their career starts. So it's like nowadays, it's like you don't even know what's gonna happen. It's so competitive.
So you're saying that Shakespeare got lucky?
No, because back then plays were really popular. And I mean, yeah, music is pretty popular nowadays, but if he's lucky, I mean, I don't know enough about him that if he worked hard.
I'm pretty sure he did. Yeah, he was a really like no, he's really intelligent, but he didn't go to college.
Okay.
I don't think so.
So did he go to college to pursue that, or did he just not go to college?
I don't think we got. Can we check if Shakespeare went to college or not? Because if he did it right, then that means like he was all in for it. He didn't go to college. Thank you.
No, he didn't attend university actually.
Okay.
Kidding. Same thing. No, I'm fine. So, do you have the same determination as Shakespeare himself? Like, dropping out of college to pursue acting. Are you able to take a risk like that? Move to America to pursue music?
I feel like I should have some backup plan if it doesn't work out, but like, there is half of me that would do that.
Cause like, I don't know. Same thing with me. Like, you know how like Dennis and I are, and like Seb and whatnot.
Yeah.
We're in the band, right?
Yeah.
Like, we obviously have a risk to take, right? Like, we have to deal with like timing,
Yeah.
like where to move the instruments, like how we can, where the places are at, what time they are, right? If there's enough people going, if we're ready, right?
Yeah.
If we planned enough, if we practice enough, right? But what something my coworker said, that she said is like, any opportunity you get, jump at it, because you only get it once.
Yeah.
And maybe you like Shakespeare himself, like he probably saw an opportunity and took it.
Yeah.
She didn't put a lot of thought into like opportunity she took, right? But she's well known now in Calgary. We might do the same thing. Like,
Yeah.
do the same thing. He does. It's a risky move, moving out of your hometown, dropping out of college. But if you pursue it and you had that opportunity to take it, we're gonna take it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we
obviously.
take it. But would you like, you had like a time, right? You have a time frame. You had 2 days to think about this, right?
Oh yeah.
Okay, let's say right now, you have to move to America. You have an opportunity to sign with a big company, right?
Mhm.
You have 2 days to think about this.
Mhm.
Okay, you can't think about like where to sleep, where to eat, who to eat with, how much money you have, right?
Okay.
Who are you gonna go with? How are you gonna get there? But you have 2 days. Are you gonna take it or not? You have 2 days to plan everything. Are you gonna take it or not? You don't even know like what city it is in. Like you know what state, but you don't even know what city. It's in California, but we're in California. Would you take that risk? And you could trust the company. Well, would you take that risk?
Do I know anything about this company?
Oh, it's a big brand. They offered you like this sum of money, right,
Okay.
to co-sign with you.
Yeah.
You would take it,
Probably.
hopefully.
If I knew how much money they were offering me,
2 million.
yes.
2 million. Because Shakespeare, I'm pretty sure he had a big opportunity.
Yeah.
Like when he went to work with Flip Hewen,
Mm-hmm.
he took that opportunity, right? Probably didn't put that much thought in, but he still did it. And yeah, that's something I take too. Cause like you know me, right? I don't really think. I just do.
Yeah. That is true.
Honestly, yeah, I'd do that. I take a risk too. I take a lot of risks. Most of the time, they don't turn out how I planned it to be,
Mhm.
but it's all right.
Cause
You learn from it.
yeah, you took the risk.
I took the risk. Okay, I don't normally learn from my risks. I just like
Right?
see
Yeah.
if I could run it back. But that's the thing though, like Shakespeare does is his determination for like what he wanted. And like although he died young, look at him. We're still learning about him right now. Died like when? Like near 400 years ago? We're still learning about him, right?
Yeah.
That's a risk he took, and look at him now. His name's gonna go on for years, centuries, right?
Yeah.
What about ghostwriters? He's a ghostwriter, or like ghostwriters, right? They make music for big artists, right?
Yeah.
Shakespeare's a poet, right? Do you think like you could see yourself in Shakespeare's shoes sometimes? Like you make a song and then it reminds you like, cause like you know how like modern, like most rap songs, J. Cole, Jay-Z, because like
Miles.
you know Miles.
Martin Luther King had a okay, forgot.
Eminem too. They took quotes out of Shakespeare and they put it in music, right?
Yeah.
Do you think like Shakespeare was way ahead of his time? That's why he became so famous.
I mean,
Because things that he still say applies heavily in modern day.
then yeah.
Yeah, like, and another connection. Do you think his poets and like the way he lived his life like has like a lot to do with like modern rap, modern music, like something you're into? Like,
I mean, I'd say
yeah.
like possibly. It's just hard. It would just be kind of hard to find because now mostly all Lils suck.
Okay, here we go. Shakespeare had a huge influence on rap, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Even Tupac studied Shakespeare.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
Tupac studied Shakespeare. It just proves like
That he's still doing stuff today, even though he's not.
he's relevant, yeah.
Yeah.
But like with that, right? How does that connect to you? How Shakespeare influenced music heavily like that? How does that connect to you? You know how he writes a lot, right? And rappers have like sing fast so they can compress it, right?
Mhm.
Have you noticed that?
Yeah.
Yeah. So he changed the music game for like a big time thing, right? So how do you think that applies, right? Like, because I've seen your beats. They're fast, upbeat, quick beats, right? Because fast beats, fast lyrics, right? Do you think that like heavily influenced your music?
Do you think Shakespeare?
Yeah. Do you think Shakespeare influenced that?
I've never.
Thought about it like
I mean, yeah, actually, because say if there's a beat or something. Say if I make a beat, I have to get that.
Inspiration, like from someone else. I can just be like, I'm gonna make a beat, but I have no idea what it's gonna sound like. I have to like have a reference. I'm gonna be like, I want a beat to be like that, and then I'm gonna try to like do a beat similar to that. That beat could have been based off another beat, which could have been based off another beat, which could have been based off a Shakespeare inspired thing. So it's like it's kind of like a chain, and so you technically are using stuff that people you don't even know have made and influenced you on. Yeah, like Shakespeare's definitely done stuff that I've used that. I didn't even know it's
Yeah.